Do artists really have to starve to be true to their craft? Must the business side of creativity drain all inspiration? No, it does not. 5 minutes on creative entrepreneurship can help you master the business side of creativity, reap greater rewards from your talent, and enjoy your work to the fullest.
I'm so glad trouble don't last always.
Do you maintain a budget for your personal or business expenses? One of the keys to effective budgeting is to reevaluate them every so often. When you first set a budget, you might have to engage in some guesswork, not being entirely sure what your costs will be. But learning to work within a budget can save you from many financial stresses. But what about your time? Do you have a budget for that? As important as financial budgeting is, I would argue that a time budget is more important. After all, you could inherit a windfall and suddenly have more money than you'll ever need. But you can never add even 1 hour to your days. Both you and Bill Gates get 24 of them in a day, and neither of you can store them up. So managing your most valuable, non-renewable, and limited resource is an essential skill. I'm Eric Holter, and I've been a serial creative entrepreneur for over 3 decades. After graduating from Rhode Island School of Design in 1991, I could cut and print beautiful wood engravings. But I had no idea how to run a business. They just don't teach enough about business in art school. As creative entrepreneurs, the delivery of our professional services can take up a considerable amount of time. Some projects can take weeks or even months to complete. Web development projects, for example, consist in a lengthy series of phases, stages, milestones, tasks, and subtasks. As you work on your projects, you're constantly burning daylight. Too often, we come to the end of the money while there's still so much project to fulfill. Project planning and project management are yet one more skill that creative entrepreneurs have to master. In my early days, resource and project planning were done with spreadsheets and a whiteboard. Today, there are more sophisticated systems for project planning and resource allocation, but all of them take significant amount of time to set up, structure, implement, and most importantly, to maintain. There are far too many project management systems on the market for me to offer a review in a short podcast like this, but I do have one strong recommendation for timekeeping and resource planning. I use Harvest for my timekeeping for a few reasons. One is its simple interface. No one likes tracking time, and if your timekeeping interface creates extra friction, that's just one more excuse not to use it. Harvest also has great reports, and the real value of tracking time in the first place is your ability to learn things from that information later. Harvest allows you to easily slice and dice your past data, revealing helpful and valuable insights. Another reason I use and recommend Harvest is its sister platform, aptly named Forecast. Forecast allows you to assign projects to team members and project these allocations out into the future. This provides a vital time budgeting tool that can ensure that your team is not overloaded or that any particular team member's schedule gets stretched too thin. Having some way to view how your current project load matches up with team member capacity is a huge benefit to running a creative practice. But I will warn you, forecasting your time resources based on project budgets can be a heavy lift, both to set up in the first place and, even more importantly, to keep up with. For projects to run smoothly, task details need to be reviewed and updated almost daily. If assignments aren't updated to reflect your actual day-to-day activity, then your projections become profoundly muddled. And so spending 10 to 15 minutes each day with each team member reviewing and updating their workloads needs to become a part of your normal operations. Here's a tip to help you maintain this important management data. The availability of virtual assistants has been growing rapidly over the past few years. And doing these daily check-ins and updates with staff is a perfect role for a VA. If you're looking for a VA, check out Zirtual. They have VAs specially trained for project management. Time management can be a huge puzzle, and if you have a growing team, it gets harder with every new hire. But building this discipline into your practice will not only ensure a smooth and productive work environment for your employees, competent project management also protects the profitability of your projects. So, if you've neglected time budgeting, you should fix that by budgeting some time to start budgeting your time. Until next time, don't let the business of creativity overwhelm your creative business.
5 Minutes on Creative Entrepreneurship is a podcast by Eric Holter, mentor to creative entrepreneurs. You can find more content and resources at erichholter.com. His book, Blazing the Freelance Trail, is available on Amazon in print, Kindle, and audio. If this podcast is helpful to you, be sure to share it with your colleagues, and ratings and reviews are always appreciated.
I'm so glad trouble don't last.